Talk a little bit about just kind of first the state of the kind of home furnishings market. I always look at it as being one of those things that, okay, you buy a couch or a bed, once every 5-10 years or so. But are you seeing maybe a little bit more activity in terms of what people are coming into the stores or to your website to buy?
Yeah, it's great. You mean specifically product? I would tell you, just in general, the home business, we found the business to be really strong over the last 12 months. I wouldn't say that is necessarily the case throughout the industry, as I do believe there is some shifting happening in brick and mortar and online, and you're seeing that integration happening for brands that are poised to really take share in both spaces. But overall, I will tell you the overall industry in general, and specifically Ashley, we've had a fantastic year, and we're seeing traffic look good. People are coming to stores over the holiday period. December right now, even December in this holiday period, with what all is happening in the world and the craziness, is that we're finding double-digit growth and in the sales and the business. So we're really pleased overall this year. I would just say in general, we found double-digit growth in sales. So the consumer is still optimistic, to your point, on what y'all were talking about. I think we obviously are providing, I would just say, extreme value for the consumer. But in general, I think the consumer is still pretty aggressive out there spending money and trying to make their home great.
So talk a little bit about how you make the buying process a little bit easier, more seamless for the consumer, particularly for an item like a home furnishing, where a lot of people want to sort of go into the store, sit on the couch, or look at that coffee table, et cetera, et cetera. But of course, we are a digital first economy, more or less, at this point. And I know you guys have rolled out some tools, including that partnership with Perplexity, that I guess is going to allow me to better plan out what I need to buy and where it's all going to be placed.
Well, I think you said it. We're a digital first economy. It leads everywhere. It is absolutely critical that you are in that space and you own that space. And you said it, Perplexity, PayPal, that whole partnership was really about us putting that foot forward to say we want to be a leader here. We've been a leader for so long. And if you understand agentic and what that means for the future of how commerce is going to be done, then we have to be in there, and we have to be, I would just say, leading the way to make sure the consumer can find the experience they're looking for. It's not, in today's world, you don't have to go anywhere if you don't want to your point. And what we're trying to do is to make sure that the experience in store and online absolutely mirror each other. And on top of that, it is best in class, and it is top notch, and it's first class. So the consumer ultimately in store would it's such a good experience that they would be willing to pay to come in and visit and be a part of the experience we give them. And we're working on all types of things to do that. And then online, we want it to be seamless. We want it to be simple. And we want it to be very, 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 I would just say, service oriented. And in our stores, the same way. And I just go, it's all about the experience. And that is what we're doing from the standpoint of how we, if you do come in the store, and how we tell those stories to make sure we're doing a quick job of getting the consumer where they want to be with the product they want to be online and in store.
Chad.
And then when you decide you want to purchase, there's nothing more frustrating going to I'm ready to purchase. I know what I want. Great. And it takes forever. So, we're really focused on a sub 10-minute transaction time, because we do a lot of finance and stuff in stores. How do we make it quick? How do we make it fast? Because when it happens, she's ready to move on.
What about that financing element being able to be integrated in a ChatGPT, a Gemini, or indeed a Perplexity experience? The moment you're doing it with Perplexity and PayPal, but I'm sure you want to get into some of the other more widely used chatbots right now. And how can I get the full financial experience that way?
Yeah, you said it. I mean, the truth is, financing is absolutely critical for all of our success. It's what allows you to provide a complete home. And it allows for, we do 0% interest for 60 months. It allows people to go ahead and finish that second, third, and fourth bedroom, or even just the kids area, whatever they want to do outdoor. And I just would say it is critical. And our teams, technology teams, already working on making sure that financing becomes available in these, these platforms that you're talking about. And we do it, obviously. We have our own, I would call, waterfall concept that really makes it really easy for the guest. And we really want to do it in 3 ways. Number one, the guests can do it themselves.
Yeah.
Right? They can be assisted if they want to be assisted, or we can absolutely do it completely for them. And so there's really a 3-pronged approach we have at Ashley, which number one would be, how do you want to do it? And online, putting in more and more financial offers, and then making sure that it sweeps into this agentic space, and then all these platforms. Really, it's got to be omni, or it's just got to be, everything's got to be the same. And so we're really working right now with Salesforce, other people, to make sure that we are getting all of our ducks in a row to make sure financing is available wherever she decides to shop.